it's almost time for the Game Awards. Hooray! Since I'm a big fan of the Game Awards, I decided, why not take all the previous winners of the Game Awards and rank them to find the best so far? What's the worst thing that can happen? Right? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna be ranking the 11 winners from the past Game Awards. So let's get started. Number 11, Overwatch. The only Game of the Year winner that literally does not exist anymore. It got replaced by Overwatch 2, also known as the live service zombie apocalypse that ate its own parents. There's probably a reason Jeff from the Overwatch team headed out, and can you really blame him? Back in 2016 though, this game was the moment, I guess. The hero shooter, the memes, the Rule 34, the play of the game montages. It was really a cultural reset for the multiplayer industry, kinda. But it also kicked off the loot box era that's been haunting us for almost 10 years now. So, cool. Let's move on. Number 10, Astro Bot. This game is PlayStation the video game, and I've been a PlayStation fan since the moment I breathed, it feel like. DualShock in the crib type shit. But dear God, why the hell did this game win? Can I say that? I think I'm gonna say that. It's cute, it's polished, it's PlayStation Mario, but I'm still side-eyeing why they got it. I get it. Cameos, PlayStation characters, Cloud, but there were better games that came out that year, like say Metaphor ReFantazio. But let me not get on my soapbox about JRPGs not winning the Game Awards ever. Let's just move on. Number 9, It Takes Two. From here on up, I love all these games, so this is where it gets fun for me. I played It Takes Two with my wife and I had the best time. My run took a lot longer than usual though, because look, she is my favorite co-op partner. But if there's a gap and she has to jump, she's probably gonna fall. It's just the nature of things. But It Takes Two is a great time for whoever you play with. You laugh, you fight, you yell at them when it's been 10 minutes and they're still on the same jump and you just have to stare at them falling over and over. But you restart together, and that's the magic. The story is really good too. It's a very sweet game about a couple losing the love that they had for each other and finding it again while torturing sentient elephants and traumatizing their child. Real nice game, real nice. Number 8, The Last of Us Part 2. So before we get into this one, I just have to say, I like The Last of Us Part 2.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
Alright. Now that we gotten all that shit out of the way, it's been years. The thing that happened in the game that pissed people off happened. I didn't like it just like the rest of you. I'm not saying it was a good thing, but the fact of the matter was, it happened, and we, Ellie, and everybody around her had to deal with that shit. And I liked it a lot. I don't know if it's me being a deranged individual and all that, but I love me a good revenge story. You make a protagonist a bloodthirsty maniac on a deathbender, a shell of their former self, I'm probably going to be seated all the way through. But the way this game made me feel was just awful in that weird, melancholic, disgusting way that I just love. Number 7, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. When Sekiro Shadows Die Twice first came out, I actually hated this game. I did not like it one bit. But I feel like it was for the same reason most people hate their first FromSoft game. Because they suck at it and it makes them sad when they die all the time. But then I tried it again years later, and I thought, let's just give it a real chance, and god damn it, I loved every second of that gameplay. It's not about builds this time like in their other games, or about grinding stats until you can just one-shot bosses without much issue. It's about timing, the parrying, the clanking metal, breaking posture. Oh my goodness. Oh, my fault. I got a little too excited. But once the game clicked, it really clicked with me. And I had that game going all the way into the end of the credits. Number 6, God of War. Daddy's home. What the hell? Who the fuck made me say that? Hold on. I still remember the day this game came out. I'm a big God of War fan because, you know. But in the lineup of Sony games with reluctant men becoming fathers that they started making back in the 2010s, this one stuck with me through a change in This one stuck with me, though a change in style for the God of War series. The main thing that they reinvented was Kratos himself, and I just loved watching his journey. Number 5, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Zelda, my beloved. I'm a huge Zelda fan, and even though Breath of the Wild isn't my favorite Zelda at all, and I do not believe that the Switch Zeldas are the best games ever made, like most people seem to narrate on the internet, I poured so many hours into it, got lost on purpose, cooked food. The food was so good. And the rain. This game really had moments as a Zelda fan that had me screaming, like finding the Master Sword in the woods, grinding the hearts to get it out, screaming because the Master Sword broke on me for some reason. You get the point. But great game. I loved my time with it. Next, number 4, Dragon Age Inquisition. I am a freak for this franchise, or I was, you know, before it died. This game was everything I needed back in the day. I lived at the war table like that shit was my second job. This game really makes you feel like Dragon Age Inquisition, whatever that means. I am a giant RPG gremlin, and this game fed me good. The party, the banter, Liliana, don't get me started on Liliana. I will go on all day. But the game lets me explore and talk to my weird besties, and the dialogue. I love me a game with some dialogue checks. More of that, please. Bethesda. Before we move on to the top 3, we need a moment of silence for the greats that didn't get that trophy, or worse, who weren't even fucking invited. Please remember these legends. Number 3, Elden Ring. What can I say about every streamer's favorite game? It's got everything you can need. The difficulty, the lore, the drip, the difficulty. All that for gamers and much more. The whole meal. Me, I needed me a world to wander, and Elden Ring gave me that shit good. They gave me a whole continent, and they said, goodbye, have fun, I'll pick you up at 6. I was in love immediately. There's a map, and then there's a map under the map. And then when you think that that's too much map, surprise, there's a map above the map. Dungeons tucked everywhere. Weirdos, freaks, the tree sentinel, if that's what his name was. With local fantasy epic man George R.R. Martin helping stitch this world together, it felt huge, but alive. Number 2, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This game is 10 years old, and every time I play it, it feels like it just came out yesterday. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I have dementia. Superb. They built an in-depth card game with like a billion different builds for it. Hundreds of people to challenge, and a tournament that is so engrossing. And then they put a whole open world game around it. It's like they made it for me. But for real though, I love everything about The Witcher 3. The quests are alive and human. The writing engrosses you in this dark fantasy epic. The world feels so lived in. I walk around on my horse and I'll just see a body hanging and I'll just stare at it, wondering, I'm gonna get that man down? No, just me? Gwent memes and swinging aside, this game has so much heart. The most immersive quest you will ever see. And Yennefer of Enderberg. Enough said. Number 1, Baldur's Gate 3. Larian Studios, my beloved. This game is peak RPG for me. If you like to roleplay, if you like to be fully in a world, if you like... Hold on. Come here real quick. If you like D&D, if you have an interest in D&D, but you don't know how to get in, this is your door. This is your window. This game is 5e the video game. It's a full-time job that you willingly clock into, but don't worry about the length. Don't worry about it. Just give it a chance, and I promise you, you will not regret it. It's insanely vast. Every run shows you something different. You have different choices. You can interact with different party members, and they all have different things to say and different feelings on every situation. The choices ripple. The scenes react. Companions remember stuff that you've done. They complain when you do things that they don't like. There's drama. There's memes. And then the best part, the game is fully co-op. You can play this game with up to 4 people. I don't need to say anymore. It's number 1. All right. Those were some games. Fight me in the comments. Let me know what your top 3 games are. And if you're hyped for this year's show, come watch it with me. I'm going to be streaming the event live on the day of. And I will be back with more Game Awards content soon enough. But if you like this video, and if you want to see more of me and my takes, make sure to like the video and subscribe.